Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Count Christo and this is the Roman Reclamation, currently busily involved in decimating the Iberians. Fantastic. So, Utrecht joins the Republic. So yeah, the Netherlands is in fact, rather than doing very badly out of us, they're doing very well. See, to finish off Friesland, they've got a lovely control of this area. Their trade must be out of control. Well, the channel's worth 8 ducats. Oh, you poor babies in the north with your weak ass trade nodes. God, poor them. That is horrendous. Right. Let's keep the sieges rolling. Oh good, our spy network is ticking up again. So, with our province here, we should grab a claim or two. I think feeding back Savoy's provinces would be great. So ideally, Savoy gets annexed by France, and then we can take one of these provinces and feed it back to them. Hopefully one that's not very developed. Other claims? I'd love to claim this province. Why am I able to claim this? Oh, right, because of the Baleares. Sweet. So there we go. Let's get a claim on the Papal State as well. We don't need them for CBs, but it's good for coring costs. You know, we haven't exactly got admin coming out of our ears. Oh, the legacy of Rome. Orthodox Christianity has long clung to the idea that Romans have had nurtured and protected their faith. The Empire of the Eastern Roman Empire enjoyed a particular sanctity in the Church, as did any successor who claimed to have its authority. At the same time, Church history taught that in his last days, Constantine the Great signed over the empire to the Patriarchate of Rome, recorded in the donation of Constantine. When the two ideas were combined, it could be interpreted that the Patriarch should be superior to the Autocrator, unacceptable. Saying this about the Church was scandal enough, but the Patriarch's going even further. He maintains the Patriarch should be superior to the Autocrator, even in secular authority and riches. This is a challenge to our authority that must be answered. Outrageous. Okay. We could switch to a theocracy. That's so cool. We're not going to, but it is cool. Or should we? Okay, we gotta at least look. We gotta at least try and check out if there are different forms of autocratic government and stuff. But I don't think we should do it. I will drop a save though. We might look at it. No stab loss, and I don't mind the church influence. Church influence has treated us well so far this campaign. Can I not do it? Really? So, I mean, obviously, we'd probably want to do this one. He has spiritual supremacy, because we're fine with church influence. So let's have a look. Is it actually a good form of government just to begin with? So, tolerance of heretics down. Good. Centralization down. Ouch. It's not great. Tolerance of true faith +2. Pretty nice, gotta say. It's a 10-point centralization swing. Stability increase interval +10%, but I think we already have that. I think that's just a product of our international influence. It's not that bad, you know. It's tempting. Are there different forms? Oh, you can't see different forms here. Well, we took the save, so let's at least do it. And take a look. The first. Alright, so we are now a patriarchate. That's so cool. Oh, we get yearly papal influence. Lucky us. Are there different forms? Switch to a religious order. Oh, that's cool. You can become a monastic order. That's pretty cool. What else could we do? Is there any other cool things we could switch to? Doesn't look like it. Everyone's saying we should crush the Beyliks. It's not worth the military power right now. We don't need to. Let's check. So yeah, we have devotion as well, which is better than legitimacy sometimes. Oh wait, it has no effects? Let's wait until the monthly tick to see if that's still true. Oh right, and you get the cool air needed events. I wonder if these have locked outcomes. They probably do. 500 ducats. But you need to gain devotion, so... Oh, it probably has no effects because it's 50. Whereas if we raise it a bit, then it'll have effects. Yeah. Tolerance, Diplo Rep, monthly autonomy. That all looks pretty similar to legitimacy. Well, let's just check. If we... don't worry, I'm not going to let this stand, but... If we were to tech up to max... Just give me a second here. Okay. With max tech, we let a bit of time go. Are there any other cool decisions you can make as a republic? It doesn't look like it. Force clergy to swear loyalty. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, I think that might just be a normal tech thing, not a special religious order thing. Yes, there aren't other types of religious orders you can form. So yeah, we're not going to do that, but it's cool that that's an option. I like that. I think that's very cool. But yeah, we'll reload. We'll switch back. Worth having a look, at the very least, I think. I'm always in favour of, you know, at least exploring the other options that we have available to ourselves. We should really finish off Croatia to neaten up that border, shouldn't we? Now I'm looking at it while it's loading. It looks horrendous. Keep on. There we go. Almost finished. So yes, we will acknowledge his spiritual authority. That's fine. Take the church influence. Gosh, the terrain map mode. You don't see that often, do you? I mean, it's quite pretty, but it's just so useless. I don't really want to ever use it. By the way, are there any good map mods for MEIOU and taxes that make the political map color different and like the transparency or anything? Because I used to use those, but I haven't really done so recently. By used to, I mean, you know, years ago. Are there any good ones still around that work with MEIOU and taxes? If you have any recommendations, I would be interested to hear them, because they seem quite cool. You know, I used to enjoy them, but I mean, MEIOU and taxes map looks pretty great, just how it is to begin with, I guess. But I don't know. Against Armagnac, force heretics to repent. Armagnac, that's this guy? Yeah. Maybe he switched back to Catholic from something. You don't have an order? Come loot this place. I mean siege. I can tell the way my mind's going right now. Go siege Granada. That reminds me. I need to record some Granadan Grandeur. Not Granadan Grandeur. That was a Rumba's campaign. Granadan... Global Granada. That's what I called it. Ooh, I'm going to take the fight? No, surely not. They might take the fight in the highlands of Granada, but no. Chosen not to. Keep our armies relatively together. Blockade. Oh, heretic patriarch. Excuse me? Oh, the Patriarch of Alexandria, not the me. I was just going to say, you can't become a heretic. I just gave you full, like, clerical superiority. We'll just bribe him. It's fine, it's cheap. We are, of course, going to loot and burn Portugal as well. How is the trauma? Any more increases? Doesn't look like it. Sadly, no famine yet. But as these peasants continue to roam around, that can't be good for them. Let's get in here and take this fight as well. Once these guys win their siege, we should be able to give them a leader. No leaders spare. That's okay. Whoa! What the heck? Why did we crush them? Oh! You see what I mean about the AI not being all that good about technology in this mod? They have tech 19. 19! They're 8 technologies behind. That's outrageously bad. My lord. Poor Castile. I mean, that's just outrageous. Are you equally bad, Aragon? It's bugging out a bit. Please don't crash. No, see, Aragon's doing fine. Lend your neighbours a hand, Aragon. They aren't doing so well. My lord, that is crazy. Oh, we have another state. How come? Where should we put it? Somewhere up here? Save it for this area, maybe? This is in Liguria, isn't it? No. Is Liguria just these 3 provinces? It's not very big. I mean, it's so rich in terms of urban infrastructure, but... How's Venice? It's not bad. Where else? Got this area of coastline. Any urbanization here? Nothing to really write home about. About yeah, Georgia. Meh. There's a little. Again, though, nothing special. How about down here, Jerusalem area? Oh yeah, a bit. It's a big place as well. 100 pop. Yeah, Palestine state seems good. Nice city up here in Tiberias. So sure, there we go. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. Right. Are they coming to fight us? No, I was going to say. You do still have a big tech disadvantage, Aragon, even if you're not as disadvantaged as your primitive Iberian brothers. They are coming for the fight. Hey, nice. Looks like our... oh, no, they were going to fight them. Okay. Well, we'll go back, reinforce them. Please get there in time. I really want the general to help. Ah, it's unfortunate. Oh, well. So we won't have a general to help this fight. We should still take it home. The morale advantage is ungodly. Tactics of 0.7. My lord. Lots of casualties there, though. Not great. Oh, well. We'll have a period of relative peace, I think, after this war ends. Recover some manpower. Get some coring done. Not that this war will give us a great deal of coring to do, but previous wars have still left us in a pretty tough spot. Relic recovered. Nice. Oh, we're on a siege down here. Let's make this guy move on. Spread out and get these sieges done faster. Linen industry specializes. Well, of course, it shall be leather. If you guys could go help out in Sardinia, that would be ideal. Marvellous. You going east to try and fight these guys again? They probably are, aren't they? Yeah. Go down here to stand near the Granadan army. Massa converted. Beautiful. Anywhere else really worth converting? 83 months. It's a bit of a tough sell, I think. Are we persecuting heretics right now? Should be. Yeah, I think we are. Cool. Looking forward to being able to do the triumph for Italy. That'll be a good day. Ooh, our transports. Got caught there. My bad. Ah, lost a bunch of transports there. It's unfortunate. Blacks and whites. Excuse me? Okay, it's not about that. In the Empire of the Romans, there were two types of clergy, white-robed priests and black-robed monks. Priests were allowed to marry, while monks were required to be celibate. Over the centuries, this resulted in hereditary families of parish priests who remained in one village all their lives, often lacking much education. In contrast, bishops were nearly always chosen from the ranks of the highly educated and often wealthy monks. This created resentment of the monks by whites and derision of the priests by blacks. To heal this division, the church's patriarch proposed the autocrator sponsor nationwide seminaries and require all children of priests to acquire clerical training. Yeah, that seems good. What does it give us? Missionary zeal and 50 admin power. Yeah, 50 admin power for 250 ducats. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's, once the navy consolidates here, let's get some blockades spread out done. Blockade here, along with the rest of the transports for a little bit of safety in numbers. AI never seems to get rid of forts. Like, what good was that fort to you, Castile? What you doing? You don't get to re-siege land. That's my job. We'll send the Toledo forces up there. So what are we up to in loot these days? Less loot in Iberia, but still we've got another 5,000 ducats out of them. So maybe there's more loot in Castile actually. It does tend to be a very rich area, Iberia, because it tends to be untouched by war. Clearly not in this case. But generally, musket or bow. Of course, archery must serve a primary role. I'd rather pay more for tech than lose a bunch of army tradition, I think. Our army tradition is serving us extremely well, giving us this crazy morale advantage. Castile retreated one tile. The fools. Just keep chasing them down. Especially the Aragonese army. I want to try and catch because they have the less good tech advantage and, of course, sorry, the less severe tech disadvantage, that is to say. And they might have the manpower to replenish their forces if we let them. Another win. Where was that? Ah, it's over here. Cool. Just keep consolidating back down. That's fine. Oh, freaking. We'll probably win that one, actually. I thought they'd voluntarily taken the fight, but no, they were just forced out by our siege. Anytime the AI takes a naval fight, I'm worried, because the AI seems to be pretty good at estimating when naval fights win. Probably because of the lack of terrain. I think terrain makes them a little bit worse at land guesstimation. I'm not going to bother sieging down their African holdings. This place is worthless, right? Even Manila is probably your biggest port over there. Yeah, no urban pop. Not worth bothering, I don't think. Too much of a hassle. Down to 80,000 manpower, but it's not dropping too fast. Excuse me, again. This appears bugged. That's unfortunate. So I guess we'll just do this again and then cheat to give ourselves... Oh, God. What was it? I don't remember now. It was 83, I think. So it should have been 80... 80... God. 88, right? Something like that. Sorry if that's not quite right. Yeah, I may... Thing is, I'm very reluctant to go and fix things now in the code, because I presume they've probably been fixed by the latest patch anyway. It's just that we're behind. But yeah, that event, obviously, should only fire once. Well, yeah, no, I think that should only fire once. I could be wrong, but oh well. I mean, it's 5 legitimacy. It's not a big deal. At the end of the day. Win the siege, please. There we go, finally won that battle. Oh, no, actually, I think that was a different one. Good, just keep moving on the major forts. I like rushing the major fort. Just it allows you freedom of movement. Not to get political or anything. Where are you going? Alright. Don't need the general over there, obviously. Clerical children. Married priests produce children. Those children grow up to become priests. A fine theory, but not always in case. Not enough jobs to go around. Ban the clergy from marrying. Well, we don't want secularism, so... Ooh, that's long church displeasure. 5! -5 towards the true faith. Our piety is pretty solidly at 100. Let's take the hit in order to not get that crazy... Whoa, what? Oh, it was the... Why did that hurt my... Oh, religious controversy was -2. Good, that wasn't a long-term debuff I just took by mistake. What was I saying? Yeah, our fanaticism is probably sufficient that it can tank a -10 hit without actually going below 100, I suspect. Oh, that's a pretty big fight. Let's get the rest of the navy deployed. Okay, do we want to go bother taking land in Aragon right now? Sorry, in Tunisia right now? Probably not. Either we want them to finish annexing Tunisia so we can feed... Sorry, Tunis, so we can finish feeding them back. Or we want them to... give us a mission to take Tunisia. A free cause, ideally. Nice. Siege once. Move on the capital. We're really not going to win this? Oh, they have 10 heavies? Alright, yeah, no. That's a bad fight. Let's retreat back to our repair port. No, that is not what happened. Battle reports in M&T don't generally seem very reliable. I'm not sure why. Oh, I don't think I've actually reported that. It's not a big deal, though, because you can usually see what happened. Just a minor quality of life issue. We've taken a lot of money from the burghers, haven't we? I didn't really anticipate or intend for that to happen. Just rebuild this army and navy up to what it should be. Oh, there's some 2 Great and Noble Hussars in there as well. And some Great and Noble Artillery. Since we're not actively using them, we're just rebuilding this army, I might as well delete them. Cool, Jane finished. Just keep moving in. Cordoba, there of the wonderful Caliphate. No, is it the Caliphate of Cordoba or the Emirate of Cordoba? I think it's the Emirate of Cordoba that we formed in Granada. Spoiler alert. Kind of inevitable, but still, I guess. Cadiz has fallen. Good. Start spreading out. Start accelerating the sieging process. Let's keep a good general there, though. Let's get this done. Want to siege up here. Good. Go down here. So it looks like we're going to take almost 20,000 ducats in loot, which is crazy. It's going to be fantastic. That's what they should add. I'm going to suggest this. They should add the ability to see the total local wealth of your entire empire. And the total, like, urban infrastructure of your entire empire. That would be so cool. And then you could think, you know, by taking this 20,000 ducats of loot, we actually gained, like, 5% wealth in our entire empire. That would be really cool if you could see that. I'm definitely going to suggest that as an addition. Sorry, burgers. They're still actually overjoyed with our rulership in general, so I really shouldn't worry about it too much. Of course, you know, we're taking money from them that they could spend productively themselves, so it's not a huge gain, but oh well. I'd probably spend it better, because I'd spend it on expansion. And while development is far more valuable, development meaning developing, not developing land, the mechanic in the base game, and the new patch, I mean developing as in just building buildings. It's very valuable, but conquest is still the best way to gain wealth. You know, there's not much reason to develop a trade node when you can just conquer the neighboring trade node and bring all the wealth over. It's more cost effective. Trade efficiency seems pretty good. Improved relations is nice, of course, for the aggressive expansion tick down. Although honestly, aggressive expansion kind of coming under control with these recent reconquest wars. Still, I think we'll go for that. We are, of course, going to return to our wicked Roman Reclamation War ways. What's it called? Roman Imperialism ways. Very shortly. No, Castile. You may die when I give you express permission to do so. So are we going to be able to take all the land we want in this war? I seriously suspect we are. But let's take a look. Yeah, easily. Nice. And we also want this tile, which we'll have for ourselves. And we could take more. Do we want to? It's going to be high aggressive expansion. We could just grab Tunis for the trade. We'd have to siege something down there, though, so I don't really want to do that. We could go buck wild, take a bunch over here. Is that necessary? There's not many people going to join the coalition. I'd rather use the Roman Imperialism CB, though, really. I think we'll just settle for a big pile of cash. Obviously, you can't cancel Aragon. Can't really release anyone meaningful. Granada doesn't still have cores, do they? No. Could just nick Granada. Or Seville. Just nick some of the trade from down here. But no, I think this seems fine. We'll keep the empire nice and contiguous. It's all the land we want. Good. But of course, we won't give them that peace until we have looted, burned, pillaged, destroyed, and all that good, moral, upstanding stuff. Okay, a few more sieges here. We'll be done with our... How long has this looting been going on for? I think it's been like a 10-year saga of mass Roman destruction. Not exactly the beacon of light and knowledge in Europe at the moment. This particular incarnation of the Roman Empire isn't quite living up to what some scholars give its reputation. Rightly. I didn't mean that to sound quite so skeptical. Still losing money. Don't expect that to remain the case once we're at peace. Do we really need to loot down these final two? I don't think we do, really. But, I mean, for completeness' sake. Finally got minor loot burden. Or did we just lose the impact? No, we went from minimal to minor. Nice. How much loot have we got? Actually, let's not look. Let's look at the end of the war so we can get like the biggest impact of the number. How about here? Cool. Marvellous. Conversion done. Marvellous. I wonder what the next mission they give us will be. If it's something good. They're landing loads more troops in this area. Really don't care. They're probably not going to even win that siege before we've finished crushing them on the home front. Marvellous. You guys can start heading home, honestly. Don't actually have access. Can start going on the right direction. In the right direction, rather. Episode's going a little long, but that's okay. I think we're going to finish this loot war, and then I'll end the episode after that. I want to see how much wealth we're going to pull out of these people. It's going to be glorious. Okay. Last couple. Some rich areas too. Seville looking very tasty there. Gone back down to minimal. More conversions? Nope. None that are really practical. But even so, even with some conversions we haven't managed to do, we're very religious unified. Orthodoxy is now the, looks like the majority religion of Italy, which is great. I think the next wars should probably be Florence, Lombardia, Siena, those types. Actually, let's start positioning men for those wars right away. Seems sensible. Get our fleets ready to transport from here. Good. You can move in, speed this one along. It's in level 04 here, isn't it? Yeah, so we can just do that one really quick once we get this one, which will be this tick. Ah, close. 71%, you know, it'll be very soon. Down to 60,000 manpower. It's not a lot, don't get me wrong, but with the huge amount of aggressive expansion we've let tick away while just doing these, you know, peaceful little no aggressive expansion reconquest wars. Really, we don't need a huge amount of manpower because the deterrent to the coalition isn't nearly as important as it normally is. Urban industry, well, of course we want linen. Pilgrims pass through. Fine, they can go through safely, I guess. Alright, last siege. And we'll call it a day. Islam in decline, excellent. Okay, you guys can come over here. Again, just lining up for that Florentine war, which will give us lovely trade increase. In fact, this war against Castile is going to give us a nice trade buff, because Messina, of course, an important trade hub in the node. That was fun. Sell the artifact. Okay, there we go. Done, done, and done. So, Castile, actually Portugal, sorry, separate piece, remember. Take their cash, take their war reps, cancel one of their courts. You had a court on Zanzibar, interesting. Might as well just ruin their diplomatic situation. Marvellous. And then when that diplomat returns, we shall end it with Castile. So the final number scores on the doors are 21,000 ducats of loot. That is quite a bit. That's quite a bit. To put that in perspective, 21,000 ducats. That's enough to build Constantinople twice. That's crazy. We just looted enough money to build the largest city in Europe twice. And we've left France, of course, in a devastating situation with their lovely trauma spreading across the whole area. We are, of course, collecting a tiny bit of income from this area. So we could just we should really keep them occupied until, like if we were min-maxing to the full, we'd keep them occupied until the war exhaustion forced us to not do so. But really, I'm not that fussed, so I think we'll make peace in just a moment here. I'm going to grab this last round of troops by boat, though, because it's so much more convenient to grab them out of the ports like this than to have them black flag and transport back that way. Marvellous. Alright. So, for the final time, the Roman reconquest of Messina. Gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme. Yes. Good, good. All looking marvellous. Now, we could return more cores at no cost. However, I bet this land's losing them money. Should we do it anyway? I bet it's losing them money. Because they get 100% autonomy and they're going to get rebels here all the time because they're Sunni. So here, I'll make them return the only province they've managed to convert to Catholicism. Oh, that's great. So yeah, Manila, give that back to Fez. Oh, we can't claim any forts in the area. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, I don't want them to end that rivalry, because that's in my interest that they're rivals. There they go. Glorious. And culture shift. No areas return. We gained control of the Western Mediterranean, so free cause. Oh, I didn't expect that. It gave us free cause on... That's so good. It gave us cause on our subjects' land, so integrating these subjects is going to be cheap as chips. Yeah, estimated cost of integrating all of Sicily, 121 Diplo points. Whoa. I'm really glad I decided to stick with that mission. Oh, nice. Extra of Africa. That's what I wanted. Right? Is that this area? Yeah. Perfect. Great. More free cause. Excellent. Well, we could reform across Western lines right now. We're not going to lose 2 stability. That'd be ridiculous. Send missionaries to primitives? That's fine. I'd rather send troops to the primitives. You guys, come on home. And let's get that loot pop up, please. Hello. I'd love a loot pop up. There it is. Holy hell. 20,978. Sorry, 77.882. Are 3 decimal places really needed? 10 stability points. We could put 2,000 ducats in the co-op. Well, obviously, we're not going to do this because the unrest and stability loss is too bad. And I don't mind it going into... local wealth. So there you go. 10 stability points. 2,000 ducats. Nobles, you get a magnificent gift. You get a magnificent gift. Fantastic. Alright. I'm going to call it a part there. I'm very pleased with the damage we've managed to inflict, especially on France. This northern area that we made them give away, I mean, look at this. They've got glorious paper production here. They've got naval supplies, important center of trade, regional art and culture. You know, it's great land that we took from them. You know, big university here, iron production. You know, it was good land that we made them give up. And over here, probably less so, but high pop. So, anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. If you liked the video, and I hope you did, then please do give it a like. It helps out a great deal. In the next episode, we will turn our attention back from looting and back to more civilized matters, like crushing Italy neath our iron tread and getting all their trade ducats for ourselves. But until then, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.